Continuing from my basement, on Biden-Harris Road, we will be pushed aside by the flood of people who will pour into our nation due to open borders. But we can't fall down because we must keep working to pay for all the free that Biden-Harris plans to give. We will feel the force of the flash flood as we look at the trillions and trillions of tax dollars that this ticket has earmarked. Those trillions are not for your family. They are intended to further the radical ideas and agendas for this far left. Now, I hope to give you this in a nice, precise order, but it ain't me. So, part 2 here, voting Democrat. Now, I know there are those of you out there who are and do vote Democrat because you always have been a Democrat. Your parents are Democrats. Your grandparents were Democrats. Well, guess what? This ain't your mama's Democrat Party anymore. The Democrat Party you voted for when you started voting is not the Democrat Party of today. Sad to tell you. But your party has been taken over by a very radical group of people who are now using it to forward their own agendas. Agendas that will take away our individual freedoms and transform America into a socialized country. These people and their followers purposely overlook the beauty and the greatness of this country. Instead, they look only at the worst and also help create it. Power and control is what they are after, and that power and control is directed at us. The only thing protecting us from such people is the Constitution laid out by our founding fathers. They had already lived under tyranny, so they drew up a plan to protect the future of this country and the freedom of its people. Your party is lying to you, thinking Joe Biden will hold the office of president for 4 years. It's been discussed among them because Harris slipped a few times. We have watched his riots in the Democratic cities, and Senator Harris has funded to bail out these criminals, putting them back in the streets again. These elected officials are supposed to be for the citizens, yet they have no regard for the businesses ruined, livelihoods lost, pain and suffering of the business owners, people and police murdered, people beaten. Yet this party feels no remorse, no sympathy for the families. Oh, excuse me. Yes, there is one place they pour out their hearts. If it's one black person killed by one policeman, they condone the riots. They yell, defund the police, the one protection that the everyday citizen has. Take a look at what this could happen. No police, but people need protection, so our overseers will send their military to keep us safe. Sound like a free country to you? No, that's what the communists do. These Democratic parties has the radical agenda that costs trillions upon trillions of dollars. Now, where do you think that money will come from? We support this country with our blood, sweat, and tears. The government does not make money, it only takes it. We foot the bill. Do you really want to pay to be lorded over, to be told what you can and cannot do, what you can and cannot use? Harris wants $11 trillion towards the Green New Deal. Are you willing to put your hard-earned dollars on her radical ideas? $11 trillion for that. Yet she voted not to increase money to fund defense, which probably could include a raise for our soldiers. That is just a few ways your party has changed. Oh yeah, they also took God out of the pledge. God is not the only thing on their God is one thing not on their agenda. He's got to go. Sound like a free country? Communists take God away. Another fact that the people have always voted Democrat that I hear is those rich Republicans. Well, guess what? There are a lot of rich, multimillionaire Democrats. Joe Biden, for one, 47 years serving you, and today, multimillionaire. Nancy Pelosi, multimillionaire. So your excuse for rich Republicans doesn't work. Next, I didn't like someone who was a Republican. I didn't like what they said or how they said it. Well, get over it and grow up. Look at the policies. Look at the policies of the Republican Party. Just peek over the fence once. We believe in the Constitution and the rights thereof. We keep God in. God is still in the Republican Party. We believe in law and order and protecting our borders. Vote whatever you wish, but at least know who and what you are voting for. There are truly wolves in sheep's clothing in the Democratic Party, protected by the mainstream media. One more thing about the new radical Democratic Party. We all know that they like abortion. Oh, excuse me, woman's right to choose. And now they have pushed it clear to 9 months, late-term abortion. And what if that baby makes it out of the mother's womb before they are able to execute it? No problem. As that innocent baby lays crying and stretching his little arms and legs from being rolled up for so long, the executioner, aka the doctor, walks over and murders that living human being. No, excuse me, it's not murder, it's late-term abortion. Really? Is that the Democratic Party you and your parents signed up for? Democrats are against the death penalty for murders, but no problem with the death penalty for an innocent baby. Just saying. Now, have I got 7 minutes?
We're at 6.5.